Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. I overcame it all.
I wanted to go down as a legend. I've always had a dream, and that was to be champion of the world. You don't want to give it to me? It's all right. I'm going to take it.
This is ring life. Floyd Mayweather.
I bust my ass to get out the ghetto.
Sacrifice.
I brought my family with me. I don't fold under pressure.
Undefeated superstar Floyd Mayweather began his fiery rise to the top at an early age.
My first memory of boxing goes back to Grand Rapids, Michigan. The older guys will get on their knees and box me in the middle of the ring. I run circles around them. And I'd be at the house with my mother. I used to punch the doorknobs with the gloves, punch the back of the chairs. When my dad would do his road work, he used to have a car following behind him. I used to get out the car and run with my father. In the city where I'm from, you know, you always test it.
Sacrifice, determination, discipline.
What makes me different from any other fighter? I think just being outside the box.
Mayweather's commanding presence looms even larger with his massive entourage.
Who's on tour with Floyd Mayweather? I got different security teams. My security is not to harm or hurt anyone. It's to alleviate any problems that could happen. There's a lot of people that helped Floyd Mayweather get to the top. God is always first on my list. My grandmother, Bernice Mayweather. My mother has been a heavy influence on my career and my life. Al Heyman and Leonard Ellaby, they take care of the business. Roger Mayweather. Nate Jones wears the bodysuit. Rafael Garcia, he's the eye and hand specialist. We have a tremendous team, and everybody, PYP, play your position. I wake up at 2:30, got to be at the gym at 3 o'clock. I get to the box gym at 3 o'clock. I train from 3 to 5:30, 6 o'clock. Go eat, go to a fitness club, go run, and I may go back to the gym later on that night. When we spar, we don't box 3 minutes. You know, sometimes we box 6 minutes. We put a fresh man in and we keep boxing. We box 8 minutes. Sometimes we box 12 minutes and then we take one break and come back and box another 12 minutes. We do things different. In the sport of boxing, you got some guys that's power punchers. I use the weight for my neck. You know, you want your neck strong, so when you get hit with a big shot, you're able to bounce right back. Shane Mosley hit me with a good shot. I didn't go anywhere. 6-time world champion in 5 different weight classes. Moving up in weight classes is not something that just happened overnight. It takes time, it's a process. Gennaro Hernandez, you know, may he rest in peace, and gave me my first opportunity. Diego Corrales, my first undefeated fighter. Arturo Gatti, I went to his turf. You know, I was getting a lot of threats, but they come with the territory. Oscar De La Hoya, record-breaking fight. Ricky Hatton.
Floyd Mayweather has a knockout victory over Ricky Hatton.
My whole slogan is bring on all comers.
A brilliant performance once again.
They waiting for a day to say, I told you he was gonna lose. They waiting for that day. I'm from a family of hustlers. A lot of times you hear it's about the money. In the sport of boxing, it's about a lot of different things. Of course, who don't want to come in the sport and make a lot of money? My ultimate goal was to strap that belt around my waist. At the age of 21, I was only a professional, only a year and a half, and became world champion. As a world champion, I dominated the sport from 1998 to the present time. I go to the boxing gym, I work hard, I dedicate myself to what I do, and I come back and sit in my $17 million mansion because this is God-given talent. To all the people that think Floyd Mayweather is arrogant or he's an asshole, you're entitled to your own opinion. I have nothing but love for you and I respect you.
A fiercely competitive spirit has driven Mayweather to succeed, but with his children, he reveals another side.
I love my babies. Becoming a father is a blessing. It made me want to work harder. I got 2 sons and 2 daughters. They don't judge me for how rich I am, how poor I am. They love me for me. Think about my career and all the bumps in the road. I overcame it all. It couldn't stop me. You line them up and I beat them. I ain't got to point them out, I ain't got to say their name. Who I put a massive ass whooping on, you put them in front of me and I beat them. You got some fighters that say, maybe I'll win. Hopefully I'll win. I know my skills is good. I worked hard. I paid the price. As of right now, I'm a lot older, a lot wiser. I think I'm surrounded with the right team. I keep being victorious, and keep being victorious, they say, you know what, this kid is cocky. God bless people in many different ways. And I think that if I was such a bad person, I would have took a loss, a crucial loss in the sport of boxing.
A titan collides with a warrior as Mayweather faces rising star welterweight champion Victor Ortiz.
I was at the Berto fight. It was truly an amazing show. I was born for this. I was born to be on this level. I was born to handle this.
I was born to do this as well.
All I gotta say is one thing. They put 41 in front of me. 41 came up short.
Not this one.
They say what goes up must come down, but not Floyd Mayweather. He has beaten the odds, defied his critics, and remains among the sport's absolute elite.
This fight is over. Floyd Mayweather remains unbeaten.
I just pushed my talent to the limit and said, don't let nobody stop you.
It's the ultimate story. It's not how you get knocked down. It's how you get back up.
I've always had a dream and a goal. To me, it was just a matter of time. And that was to be champion of the world.
It's hard being the underdog in the world of boxing. But harder still, to have been fighting from behind your entire life. This is Ring Life with Vicious Victor Ortiz.
The nickname Vicious came from the Olympic trials in '03. Everyone was calling me Vicious. They're like, that's vicious with a smile, man. Don't let that smile fool you. That's vicious.
He's a common person, right, that does uncommon things, that he has an amazing story. This is a young man who is a champion by the mere fact that he made it out of high school.
Well, I grew up in Kansas, raised in Garden City, Kansas. Garden City weren't the best memories that I've had in my lifetime. My mother and my father, it was kind of odd how all that ended. I was 7 years old. We just went to school one day. We got back from school and my mom was gone.
Kind of rough. My dad's an older Mexican machismo type of guy, and he would just find anything to beat us up with, a stick, a 2x4. Well, he's actually done that before, and extension cords, whatever.
12 years old, he just left. I can best describe it as my brother and I were two stray dogs just roaming around.
And he's always had to fight, you know? He never had a home.
The year came when I had to make my decision, leave Kansas and try to make something of myself.
I remember he had told me, he's like, you know what, bro, I have to go do this. He's like, I'll be back someday. Whenever I turn 18, I'm gonna take custody of you. And I was like, no, you won't. I was like, I don't think you'll ever come back.
He started crying that year. He told me, you always said you wouldn't leave me. I said, bro, I have to go try to do this, man. I don't really know where, I don't have anything to lose.
And then next thing you know, a couple years down the line, he calls me up and he's like, hey, you ready to come with me to California? And I'm like, I just started crying. I was in tears. I was like, of course I am.
Makes me feel great because I did a job that I wasn't supposed to do. I raised my parents' child.
Which we still have all the custody paperwork and stuff. We're just, when we're moving out, he actually was like, here, look. He's like, look, this is whenever I became your daddy.
He's a national spokesman for the big brothers and big sisters because he understands that there's people out there that are very similar to him.
Not having anything, knowing what it feels like to be on the other side.
You know, boxing's my passion. It's what I live for. It's what I do. But at the same time, I don't let it define me. I'm more than just a boxer.
Victor does a lot of things outside of the ring. He loves to surf.
He likes to surf a lot. I didn't know in Kansas, you know, he's from Kansas, and he came over here and he just started surfing, and it's like,
which other fighter out there surfs?
he's just a hyper guy, I think, man, because this guy, he's never tired.
He's somewhat of a fitness freak.
Paddleboarding, surfing, running, mountain biking.
cardio kickboxing classes, spinning classes, kayaking, strap work, does CrossFit, he does his road biking.
I was actually just gonna compete in an Ironman.
A lot of body weight work, and then, we have the sledgehammer work, the tire flips, the tire drags, different types of squats, multi-muscle workouts. He does yoga. Anything you can think of.
It's the best. The best, when you got a guy that's lazy, that doesn't want to work, you don't even want to come and train him. You got a guy that like Victor, you want to come every day.
Definitely is a lot, but you know what? If it's gonna take me that much to stay world champion, I don't mind it.
He's a very crowd-pleasing fighter. He's always coming forward.
He throws every punch with bad intentions. He's trying to hurt the guy with every shot. He's a monster.
And that's the guy everybody likes. He's a beast.
He's thinking, all I gotta do is touch this guy, and I'm gonna hurt him.
All of his opponents has hit the canvas. He just touches you and your body disconnects for some reason.
The moment I touch someone, next thing you know, they're on the canvas, I'm like, nice. That's gotta hurt, but that was nice.
I think it's about somebody who came from very little, decided that's not what he wanted to be.
Against all odds. Yeah, exactly. Victor went against all odds and made it.
We're daring to be great.
He's a very special person.
I wasn't supposed to amount to anything. I'm supposed to be the guy that's either selling drugs or on the streets doing something or in jail.
I think it's gonna be great, dude, for Victor right now, man. He's fucking feeling the best right now. He never had nothing, and now he has a little something, so he wants to take care of it.
I could honestly wake up in the morning, I look at the sun come up right here, and I'm just like, dude, you did all right, man.